help me?
Sure. Apo, what is it all about, Apo?
Idealism, Granny.
The oldest system of philosophy known to man is said to be idealism, whose origin goes back to ancient India in the East and Plato in the West. Idealism as a school or philosophy lives in minds and idealize it. This philosophy seeks to explain and interpret man and universe in terms of spirit or mind. It gives priority to spirit, which is real as much. The entire universe is the extension of the mind or spirit. Idealism shifts its emphasis from the scientific facts of the universe to the spiritual aspect of human experiences and activities. It asserts that material world is not the manifestation of reality. It, therefore, attaches supreme importance to the study of man and his mind. Besides, this school of philosophy places emphasis on the ideas and ideal that the pull of facts of matter guides the action of man in every aspect. Chief exponents of this school of philosophy are Plato, Descartes, Berkeley, Kant, Hegel, Fichte, Schelling, Schopenhauer, Spinoza, Gentile, Froebel, Swami, Dayanand Saraswati, and Anne Tagore.
Mama, is that about idealism?
Yes.
Oh, as far as I know, idealism believes in mind, which is the reality. It goes against the material aspect of human activities, or material aspect is an antithesis to the ideal or spiritual, which is destructible in nature. Reality does not lie in it. The ideas or ideals, on the contrary, are external and unchangeable, which give form to cosmos. As such, mind is attached a supreme significance by the idealist than the matter. They illustrate it as if Newton and Einstein gave us physics and Shakespeare's the best dramas, they were not resolved to reactions to a physical stimulus, but they were the characteristics creations of mind. The idealists have idealized the mind beyond everything and advocate the evolution of mind which enables a man to know the truth. Goodness and beauty, three cardinal and eternal values of life. Knowledge through activity of mind rather than through the senses. Experience, the act of knowing, takes place within the chamber of mind. Idealists believe in the universal mind which is above the human mind and is the source of all human values and goals of all human activities. Is the realization of this universal mind. Man is conceived a microcosm within microcosm, therefore, spiritual mind is a part of a universal mind.
Mama, I remember that when I was in college, our professor in Fundamentals of Education said that according to idealists, the real knowledge is the knowledge of self or spirit. Self-realization is the aim of all activities. Idealism believes in the spiritual nature of man, by virtue of which man is essentially distinguished from other lower creatures of the universe. But man's spiritual nature is not something that has been extraneously added to him. It is very essence of his being. This spiritual nature finds its expression in art, culture, morality, and religion. Thus, in an ultimate analysis, mind is more important than the knowledge received through five senses organs of man. The mind is active and as such the gateway of knowledge. The highest knowledge is the knowledge of spiritual reality or knowledge of self.
Hello. Good afternoon. Yes, but in teaching method is the weakest point in idealistic philosophy of education is that not advocate any special methods to fulfill the aims methods like questioning, discussion, and lecture are very important. Platonic methods, example, inductive and deductive methods are advocated. Learning through memorization and imitation has also been suggested. Proceed from simple complex in teaching, which was the popular method of René Descartes. Finds places in the theme of teaching. Idealistic education for gathering knowledge. Idealistic philosophy advocates the line of textbooks, but for the assimilation of knowledge, Socratic or discussion method is fundamental method under the idealistic philosophy. Besides, kindergarten method, example, play, which is based on spontaneous activity of the child, and self-activity method of Pestalozzi, which is based on psychological principles and practices are suggested. To sum up, idealists have given us lofty aims of education. It had failed to satisfy as far as method of teaching are concerned.
So, as a teacher, the ideal person who lives a simple and virtuous life, I'll be the spring of inspiration for my pupils to emulate his super qualities. I'll act as a friend, philosopher, and guide as opposed to the contention of naturalists. In the words of Rose, the educator constitutes a special environment factor whose function is to lead the child near to reality, to guide him toward his utmost possible perfection. To the idealist, the school is a garden. The educe a tender plant, and the educator the careful gardener. Above all, he should be a man of character who helps the child to attain spiritual perfection. Rose has beautifully summed up the role of a teacher in the idealistic school, as the naturalist may be content with briars, but idealistic ones find roses, so the educator assists the educe to grow according to the laws of this nature, to attain levels that would otherwise deny to him. Teachers should respect the learner and assist him to realize the fullness of his/her own personality. Above all, he is a model and an example before the pupils.
So, Granny, Mother and sisters, to sum it up, the fundamental principles of idealism are: first, spirit and mind constitute reality, not body and matter. Second, spiritual man is the supreme creation of God, and he must strive for self-realization. Third, God is the source of all knowledge. Fourth, values are absolute and unchanging, and are so-called spiritual values: truth, goodness, and beauty. Fifth, what is ultimately real is not the object itself, but the idea behind it. Sixth, man is not the architect of values. 7. Freedom of mind is the highest virtue, a necessity realizing spiritual reality. 8. Spirit or ideal constitutes the pillar of this philosophy.
It's me who builds community. 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 La la la. Roll over the ocean, roll over the sea, roll over the ocean in the deep blue sea. Roll over the ocean, roll over the sea. Go and do your part and build community. It's you who builds community. It's you who builds community. It's you who builds community. La la la. Roll over the ocean, roll